guys, here for another primitive trapping video. This is Rob, Sigma 3 Survival School, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the two-stick deadfall. Now this is pretty much the easiest deadfall as far as trigger parts is concerned, ease of construction that there is out there. You can literally whip one of these together in like 2 minutes. Basically all you do is find a stick laying on the ground and then sharpen a point on one end, and we're going to show you how to set it up. But the reason that I like this trap is mainly because it's not the best trigger out there, but you can build 100 of these in like no time. So primitive trapping is really a numbers game, and you really need, you only get like a 5 to 10% return ratio if you're lucky from these things. So you have to have a whole bunch of them out in different spots and things like that. So this is something you can whip together at camp in like no time, and then when you're out foraging and doing other things, you can carry these with you and set them every time you find something that's suitable for a deadfall, or you find a little den where an animal might be. I'd say that this type of trap is probably a little bit better for stuff like squirrels, a little bit larger than rats, something that's going to have to jostle the trap around a little bit in order to set the trigger, because this isn't as sensitive as a Paiute, even though it's fairly sensitive. So all you do is find 2 sticks, kind of hang 10 length. Really depends on the size of the rock for the size of the sticks, so just kind of suit it to your needs. And then you just sharpen a point on one end, and the more pointed it is, the more sensitive the trap will be. Alright, so all you need for this trap, like I said, is these 2 sticks, and you want one pointed and the other one just regular. And the trick with this is this is going to be your bait stick right here, and you're just going to place the bait right up under here and wedge it in between the rock and the actual trigger. That way the animal has to move the trigger around in order to get the bait free from it. And I like to set it pretty sensitive. Every rock's got kind of its own tipping point, so you need to find out where the rock's tipping point is and basically adjust it. And so all I'll do is I'll place the bait back up here and jam it in. It's really important to jam the bait into the actual trigger stick in between the rock, because the animal really needs to like jostle it around in order to set the trigger. And you can even fence this off and do different things to block off sides, but it really doesn't matter. And depending on the type of animal you're going after is the size of this trap. You just need to remember that your deadfall needs to be about 3 to 4 times the weight of the animal that you're trying to catch in order to kill or suffocate it. So the animal's going to come along, and he's going to come in here and he's going to jostle the trigger around, and when he gets up in there, he sets the deadfall off and it crushes him underneath the rock. And you can set literally just a ton of these in a really short amount of time. That's the beauty of this trap versus a lot of the other traps. I can go out and set like 100 of these a day, and while they may not be all that effective, I've got so many traps out there that even if I only produce with 1 or 2 of them, I'm still going to be eating okay for the day. And with anything with primitive trap lines, you got to remember, if you're running Paiutes, you need to have like 100 of them set in order to catch enough meat from those to basically get through with your basic survival needs. So this is just another little trick that you can throw into your survival toolbox, and it's something you need to get out there and practice and actually try for yourself. Maybe throw one up in the backyard or whatever. Please help support us by subscribing. The best way that we can help share this information is to put it out there to y'all and let you tell your friends about it and things like that. So please subscribe, share our videos, and hit the like button if you support what we're doing. Thanks.